Hello guys, it's LaserAsh1 here, and this is a different video than what I usually do, because this is, as you can probably see right there, it's kind of like an obituary of sorts, to my cat Archie. He is my pet, was my pet for about 12-13 years, and I just felt like, in life, you go through struggles, and I don't usually talk about that. I always seem to kind of be inviting, and my content's always enjoyable. I seem to be having fun. I do. I love what I do. But I felt like I should make a video to kind of just show that I too, deal with things like this in life. And I felt like this is probably a good way to, do that, to show that. So I'm just going to kind of cut right to the chase here. This video is not scripted at all. And what you're now looking at here is MarioKart 64 Rainbow Road. And I recorded this for two reasons. The two reasons I'm showing this is because, number one, it's long, so I can actually talk things out and take my own time to do things. But this was the very last video I ever recorded before Archie died. This was recorded about 3 hours before he was put to sleep, so this is kind of a little, that's kind of why I'm showing this. And I did kind of feel, I felt like this was also kind of fitting, because, it's up there in the sky, and I'm sure he's up there in heaven, so who knows, he might be in the track. I don't know, maybe I have to play through now, because, he was still alive when this was recorded. Maybe I have to go back and, play some Rainbow Road, and maybe that's him right there, the King Boo. Maybe that might be Archie. But anyway, I don't usually do this. I have never done this in the last 5 years. I've had several other casualties while doing this, so it's not like this is just suddenly the first time it's ever happened. And I have dealt with this before, so. But I felt like he was kind of there for a long time. Archie, he was actually, he's been my pet, I said 12-13 years. So he was around, when I first made my videos. He's been around for, 10, over 10 years, which is pretty remarkable. He was 15. You guys probably did the math there, you nerds. He was 15 when he died. So it's a fairly old age. I'm very proud that he at least died at that grand age. He's up there. He could have lasted a little longer if you ask me, but and he was doing pretty good. So it is kind of funny because, that I go on about him is because anyone who's, who knows me personally, who's been to my house and stuff, would know Archie. He was very skittish. You would never see him ordinarily around the place. He wouldn't just be sitting out, he would be lounging around, but he wouldn't, if you went up to pet him, he would usually, sometimes he'd just run away. But the thing that he was kind of remembered for by, I think, anyone who knew him and, interacted with him a lot, like me, was, though he was very skittish, he was never, if you grabbed him to pet him, or if you, held him, or if you did anything like that, he would never bite you and he'd never scratch you. That's the part about Archie that, I'll never forget. I don't think anyone would ever, it's like when you have a cat that just doesn't do any of those things, that's why, But, very, very good cat. That's kind of what made him who he is, that's why, And, he knew, who needed him. That's another thing, too. He was like the Dewey. Again, shout out, if you know, you know. But yeah, he was like that was the kind of cat he was. He was skittish, but he was friendly, and anyone who needed him, would get him. That's kind of, where he was always kind of there for you. And he was indoors, he was outdoors, that sounds weird, because I don't feel like there's a lot of cats that go in and out. Dogs do that, but I don't know a lot of cats that do. I don't know, you'd have to ask me, if you have cats that, if they are inside and outside, but he was a little combination of both, and he did a lot. And of course, in where I live, there's a lot of other cats, so he was kind of known. A lot of the cats I had 3 cats. For those of you guys again who followed me and stuff outside of YouTube, I've had 3 cats in the last year, a few years actually. One of them ran away recently, so that was so it's just back down to Archie. And right now I have 1 cat, and she's been with me for about 8 years, because the last time I had a cat loss, a serious cat death, was about 9 years ago. So again, very long, it's all happened a long time ago and stuff, but yeah, so she's still here, she's still doing good. She's giving me all the lovegins, but so I don't know, I don't, in the past when I've had losses, I don't usually make videos on them, because they're primarily human, kind of deaths, and I don't feel like the people who I've lost are relatives and stuff like that, and I don't feel like it's very appropriate to make a video and go on about some kind of human life and stuff, just because it's not my business, and I'm young and all that. With the cats, it's kind of different, because they don't have really, they aren't some kind of crazy person that a lot of people know. It's kind of a little family thing, so that's why I kind of felt that was it's kind of my chance to kind of show a video where I could do this. But I will just kind of briefly mention his last day here on Earth, which was about 2 days ago. I think I said before, this video was recorded about 3 hours before he died. And I recorded like I knew that it was going to happen, so like this video is very much the end, basically. Which is kind of fitting for the video kind of idea. But yeah, he was kind of struggling. He was still very sweet though, you know, even on his last day he was very sweet. Yeah, it's just this kind of idea, you know, to do that, and then, you know, he's now, and I also apologize, I said that I would be uploading this yesterday, but, you know, I was so busy yesterday processing all that stuff, and even now as I'm talking, I'm so tired, because doing straight commentary for 6 minutes is just pretty painful, for me at least, because I don't have any water on me or anything like that, so, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have, to be honest with you. There's a lot of other video ideas and plans that I have in the works. I have 2 commentaries, just like the last 2, you know, the Shrek and the Wall-E. They were really good. If you haven't watched them, you better go watch them. And so I have those 2, and my gamepad battery is finally coming in today. Yes, 3 years overdue, but still. So expect some of that stuff. And yeah, I want to thank you guys all for watching, and have a great rest of your day.